Welcome to Bobby Lindsay's channel. Today we're playing Madden NFL 25 action gameplay live stream on the PlayStation 5 Pro. Before I go to work, let's go. Yeah, last live tonight because I do have to get some extra sleep before work night shift. Oh, let's go.
Today, it's the National Football League.
All right.
It's three games of the NFL of EA Sports. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season. We're underway on EA Sports. On the return, here's Jerome Ford. And this return sets him up pretty good here, right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the
Hail Mary.
Jameis going to look to throw right away.
Yeah.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away.
Yeah.
That's caught inside the 20.
First down.
And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play there on the first play of the game. 55 yards.
I've heard of quick start offenses, but this is taking that to the extreme. I mean, the very first half of the ball game, normally I'm thinking, let's get our quarterback comfortable and get him into the not here. They come out attacking from the outset, and it pays off with a big run.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and now make it 2nd down. And again, it's Chubb. Down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Now he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short.
I'm not.
Pick up a 3 and leaves him a 4th and 1. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Good.
Marching down the field, only getting 3 there. Kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And they'll be brought down just shy of 45. 6 yards there on the keeper and 2nd down. On the ground, this is Henry. And a lane slow materializing there as they get 80 yard up to the 45. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. That's a run to roll now. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you know, last week they didn't have to still run the ball. They leaned on other people to give them the yards that they needed. But they need that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. throwing is Jackson.
Got you, bitch. What? Sack your ass, bitch. What?
Goes down.
Yeah.
The sack coming from Big Dalvin Tomlinson. So second and long, you got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they're looking third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
You had a man open, but he missed it, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches say this all the time, having powerful arm is the number one thing that they're for.
They want to try that shit.
Inside routes, and you need to put some heat on it. It helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Yeah. Oh, almost at that block.
Kick is good.
Oh, shit.
That will tie us.
Damn.
3-3.
Almost had it.
So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
All right, 3-3, huh? All right, let's go. All right.
Hand things over to
Take
the
a knee.
offense, and then the offense went down and got on 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field.
Hail Mary.
And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
Because these are the top 2
bitch,
teams
bastard,
right now
slut,
in that
motherfucker.
division.
And if you can
All right, you want to be that way?
as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all those things, and still be in good shape.
That ball incomplete. He couldn't work free from his defender, and now it's third down. Now Winston.
Got it. Let's go. Yeah. Yeah, boy. Yeah.
Touchdown.
Yeah.
Elijah Moore. His first touchdown
man.
of the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing incorrect at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, I'd be at practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way to the end zone.
To 3.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is now 10-3. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count. For the midway point, let's say you're saying 10 minutes, you should come off line for a playoff berth. It's usually right around that number. A loss here,
Defense.
you got to go 6-2 on the stretch just to reach 10 wins. That means this game is vital.
Jackson throwing to the hands of Andrews. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. Yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. After the score, 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis in his first half of action.
Yeah.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Browns will have position here at the 45-yard line. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. They've got good starting field position.
Never mind. I take that back there.
At the 45.
I'm going to change that.
Second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
All right, y'all. Hail Mary hike.
All the way to interception. Winston.
Wow. Go. Yeah, boy.
Judy.
Yeah. Yeah, I got it.
Catch is made.
Just what, dog?
Jerry Judy hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. That's now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. Here's Hopkins down for the extra point. It's up and
17 to 3.
17-3.
Yeah, boy. That's right.
So on offense from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
But yeah. Hey, son of a bitch.
Pretty nicely here.
Hey, slipped me. I missed him. He slipped through me.
The offense for the Ravens returns to the field. So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last
Hell yeah. Big old defense. Boy, go.
Even the best in the game.
Yeah, but
just doesn't go right.
sack your ass, bitch.
So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond. Not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to win.
Sack your
When you're
ass.
down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
Johnson, he's got it complete. Derrick Henry. And at a 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Come on, little snake.
Remember, it's also third down.
Got it. Go, boy.
And this is the Browns. And this return is on the 28-yard line. You're talking about great turnovers, great turnovers. In particular, they wanted to tackle and fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of the quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball. Take care of the ball because here come the defenders.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That good for 19 and a first down.
Run there off right tackle in old school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Here's first and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime.
Hold on.
They'll quickly use their third and final timeout. As it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Here we go.
They'll run with John, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, second and goal. They run it again with Chubb. It's brought down, and remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. So we've come to halftime, and what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to our left over, Jonathan Coachman.
Jonathan Coachman.
Coach.
Yeah.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, week 8 of the NFL season. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit. And it's the Lions who hold on to the lead in that one. Jared Goff has a touchdown pass. Next, we head off to check out another game. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Minnesota Vikings. Kyron Williams, a touchdown run in the victory. Finally, let's get down to Miami, see what's going on with the Dolphins. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. 2 touchdown passes there for Tua Tagovailoa.
Oh, righty then. Yeah.
We saw a terrific first half from the Browns quarterback, Jameis Winston. He came on after a slow start to fire 2 second-quarter touchdown passes and give his guys the lead at the intermission.
Get him back in.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you being in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. 17-3 the score as we resume action for the second half on EA Sports. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Raven offense set to start this third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I've established the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle.
Oh, okay. That's
much more plays.
Probably could be another one out there.
Here's a keeper by the QB. And that play is blown. Losing yardage back at the 35. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
Well, there's a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is
get more defense on you.
In desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Jackson.
Yeah, got you, bitch. Yeah. My boy, Miles Garrett got you.
Yes. Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to get the ball up. They're going to send their punt around now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Browns will take over first and 10. So here are the Browns to take over. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. This one deep for Jimmy.
No, got it. Yeah. First down, bitch.
Wow. A big play that time for Cleveland. 51 yards.
Boy, this is just an offensive clinic. It's simply been one big play after another, and add this one onto the list. When you bite up more than half the field on one play, things are definitely working in your favor.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. They go up the middle with Chubb, and he's going to press it forward as they stop him right around the 1. They give it 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a second and goal. Chubb, nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers and brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down.
Come on, get down there. Go.
They'll run for it.
Touchdown, bitch.
That's his 19th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Browns are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Now it's the extra point.
Field goal now, bitch.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score of the final play of the third quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never like get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They got to get going.
Jackson and the Ravens coming down 1st and 10 at about the 32.
Let's go.
Throwing here. Short throw caught by Andrews.
Yeah.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
All right.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Oh, scared. Come on. Let's get a little closer. Come on.
Draw play.
Oh, shit.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Jackson. It's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half.
Yeah.
No points allowed since the break.
Oh, yeah.
And you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway.
Gotcha.
That's the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Get a little bit more space. There we go. Let's go.
Now it's Jackson. His hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. It's incomplete. They cannot convert. And they turn it over. The Ravens go for it. They come up empty. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position.
One on the refrigerator? It's in the picture. When you run the picture and
It ain't working. Yeah, it ain't going there.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming
Get
up.
up there.
And
Get up
we
there.
are
Get
inside
on the
of
lid
2
your
minutes
teddy bear.
left in this lopsided affair. 2nd down and 6 now from the 32. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts.
Yeah.
That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Let's
Now
go.
a 2nd and 6.
Hail Mary. Get it.
They're looking to throw this. Winston. He's going to let this go. Back in the
Got
end
it,
zone.
boy. Yeah.
He caught.
Yeah.
Touchdown. Number 2 of the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum.
I'm raking some
They
bacon.
haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Yeah.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point, and the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Got you, bitch.
This game is big.
Yeah, what?
Score. Might not do a lot of cosmetic put on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on the practice of the next couple of days.
Well, quickly there, but it's incomplete. Down to the line, facing a 3rd and 7, following the incompletion on 2nd down. To throw is Jackson. This pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Walk down, man. 4th and 7. Come on. You got to suck. Come on.
As expected, they're going to keep the drive alive.
Yeah.
They can And they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. A give running right is Joe. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28.
31 to 3.
50 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time on the clock.
Now 2nd and 3. And trouble trying to go here. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 to down to the 18-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland first down and 11-yard pickup. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this whole line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described. Manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Out the end of the game. Oh,
So
yeah.
able to come away with the victory here. As their defensive really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No,
Yeah. We'll go jump on the other next week and do that play got 2. And after that one, I'll have to get some extra sleep. I got to go to work tonight. A whole night shift. All great. And how fun is that? Never. All right. Hell, we got some upgrades. Fuck yeah, out here. Nice. All right. Danger. Oh, yeah, even though. 88. Go up. Yeah. All right. Woo. Let's advance to next week. All right. The what? Oh, Chargers. Okay. Now skip all that crap. I want to play the actual game. Not skipping through the game. I hate that shit. Let's do it. Last one here. So I'll be gone. I got to get some extra sleep. I got to go to work tonight. Another night shift. So enjoy. Let's beat the shit out of the Chargers now. All right. Oh, God. I got a headache. Oh, yeah. Oh, there they are.
today
BC
on
headache.
EA Sports.
Yeah.
It's week 9 of the NFL on EA Sports. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in week 9? On the return, here's Jerome Ford. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here, right at the 30-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They'll be under the command of the former Florida State Seminole, the #1 overall pick in 2015, Jameis Winston.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly
Hail
what
Mary.
he wanted to play for the coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win.
Come on.
He's going to take a shot right away. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed.
Hail Mary. touchdown.
Cleveland. Jerry Judy. Touchdown number 12 in the year. And the Braves are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, one word for that opening play call is aggressive, but it worked. First play from scrimmage, long touchdown pass.
Well, let's be honest about it. In our production meeting last night, we talked about when would the secondary get tested. I did not say they'd get tested on play number one. I knew as the game went along, they would take their shots. That, as you said, a bold strike and very successful right out of the gate.
7-0 is our score, ready for the dynamic kickoff as this one's away.
Yeah.
And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 37. A collegiate star here at the Buckeye State, it's J.K. Dobbins. And he'll manage to pick up.
He ain't going nowhere.
2nd down. The numbers for him from a week ago, 16 carries, 65 yards.
Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out with a huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked to him before the game, though. He knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. He's put last week behind him. His focus. Getting some yards every carry he receives.
My wife made me bacon for work tonight. Fuck yeah. I don't have to make it now. Awesome. Thanks.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
Yeah. I got bacon to take to work tonight. Fuck yeah, bacon. Yeah, beans that says bacon. I can't believe it's bacon.
The best ones are guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were.
Let's go. It's bigger.
Herbert on 1st down now.
Yeah.
Actually stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. 2nd down and 3. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Short throw to Disley. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch in the opening drive.
The tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback.
Yeah, what?
That makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free.
Thank you, boy. Work for you, baby. Work.
Now it's 3rd and 5. This defense for the Browns, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game.
Yeah, I got that. Yeah.
Under pressure, and they go down. The 2nd on the line, the final play of this 1st quarter. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After 1-7 on the A Sports.
All right.
Georgia
Thank you,
football to
honey.
start quarter number
Made
2.
my bacon for work tonight.
4th down.
I'm going to eat a little bit of it, but I'm going to save the rest for work for sure. Oh, he kicked it out. Some bitch shit. Dumbass.
Not too bad.
Yeah.
2nd drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense.
All right. Hail Mary. Let's go.
Remember, next
Hail Mary. Hi. Ah, boy. Ah, throw it. Go. I might have fucked up, man. I did. But I had to throw it. The bastard was coming. So fuck him. Change up. Hail Mary.
They want to keep going, but what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys.
And
that's going to be incomplete.
Man, fuck that.
Trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
All right.
What are you going to get?
Go.
Oh, he'll
Go.
leave this one deep for
Got it,
Judy.
boy. Come on. Yeah.
And
Come
complete.
on, boy. What?
He's to the 15. All the way in. Touchdown. Cleveland.
Motherfuckers.
Jerry Judy with his 13th touchdown here and second of the game. And the Browns have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Another impressive drive. So they're 2 for 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
The end of the words has really worked its way into our lexicon. Is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they played all through well in this one.
14
Both sides played it out for no level.
Hopkins with the extra point. The score 14-7. The Browns kicking team out there now.
Let's do it.
Send this one away.
Yeah, coming, bud. Yeah, get down there.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. And they're in a going early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team.
Yeah.
You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball faster for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
Yeah.
And tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And 43, so down inside the 35 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Jerry Judy as he leads his offense back out there for this next series. He has certainly made the most of his catches so far. Both of them going for touchdowns here in half number one.
And we've never met a team that doesn't talk about getting off to a fast start and featuring guys that they want to have the ball early. We're seeing both of those come into play here. Off to an incredible start, got their feature guy going, and now everyone else should have opportunities.
A first carry now for Nick.
God damn it.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
Son of a bitch.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. What kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week and takes them out of the running.
Yeah.
This is caught. It's caught indeed. Alabama for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning the perfect game of baseball? Are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary. Or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance to stop passing now the way that it's going. I think we'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. The Chargers ready to take over. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. You know, but we feel it.
Okay, about that.
And you're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy was in there right from the start.
Gotta get another.
That. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Line of scrimmage to 43 on 2nd and 4. Here's Herbert.
Gotcha. Yeah.
pressure gets to him that time.
Top tier, baby. Yeah. Oh, they're going to do that now. Quick shit. Really good.
Pressure again, and goes again.
Yeah.
The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to put it away. This is fielded at the 27. A beautiful thing. A nice punt with a good run back as well, 13 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Browns now going to take over late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. They start out with Nick Chubb, and he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Let's remove those 300-plus pounders in the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Mary.
On 3rd down, Winston.
Yeah.
Oh, there this one deep for Judy. And this will be incomplete. Both players with a shot at that time. They're either coming away with it.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently, they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
They're going to catch it. And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does.
It doesn't matter. Halftime.
Reach halftime. It's been a fairly one-sided game so far. We'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon. Thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL. We are officially into the second half of the season. We'll get started up at Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, and it's the Bengals who are out in front. Jamison Crowder, a touchdown catch in that first half. From there, it's up to Highmark Stadium to check in on the Bills. And right now, they have the lead over the visiting Dolphins. James Cook with a couple of touchdowns there.
Yeah.
Finally, let's get you to Baltimore. Check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Bo Nix has thrown a touchdown. We saw a terrific first half from the Browns quarterback, Jameis Winston. He connected on 3 touchdown passes in those first 2 quarters, as his guys have built up a sizable lead here at the break.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Chargers getting the football first here in the second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30. The Chargers getting ready to go here to start this third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown. Here, they need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
This is 2nd and 8. They'll go again with Dobbins. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a 40-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. The last game there on that one, and I think Charles can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, Tiger? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. What to do? Throw them the football and hope to have success through the air.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on the punt for L.A.
Oh, damn. Oh,
Fielded at the 20. Fights loose.
shit, my controller, stop. Damn. Fucking dumbass, shitty ass bitch shit.
Give him just 1 yard on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. So here's
Hail Mary
to take over. They've got 2 months without a loss. 8 straight wins for them. And they've got the lead here in this one as well. Trying to make it 9 in a row. On 1st and 10, Winston. And knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10.
All right.
To throw, Winston. And the man on the field is Judy. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Well, my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, to defense.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice game, 13 yards at a time, and another 1st down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've run the gun 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Most of their burst right there.
So 1st and 10, and if we score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Up the middle, it's Chubb. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs from him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field, but his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. An agile move, but not a huge gain. Dropped at the 25. They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Here we go.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we play 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Chubb will get the call.
I got it. 1st down.
1st down at about the 21-yard line. Able to convert with a gain of 4.
Defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down. We all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And again, it's Chubb. And we'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right. Let's go.
It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him 1st and goal.
So finally, this is the game. He lets his legs carry him for a big time 1st down. But I think this this is all set up by his eyes throughout the game. He's been taking it all in as he's watched this thing unfold, and finally the eyes carried the legs and took it downfield.
You're right. His longest run of the game went until the fourth quarter, and maybe that lulled the defense to sleep a little bit.
All right, let's go. Damn it.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. 2 yards to gain of the keeper, and it's second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've been in the red zone 3 times.
Here we go,
and
motherfuckers.
not scored a single point. Can they break through here on second and goal?
Yeah.
And he takes this one in for a lead score. Nick Chubb with a touchdown, 20 on the year, and the Browns add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. And his stellar campaign continues. That now his 20th rushing touchdown of the year, a number that very few running backs have ever reached in a single NFL season. Extra point good by Hopkins, and that makes the score 28-0.
28-0.
A 10-play drive that time, and Nick Chubb the one to finish it off as he does so with a touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So out come the Chargers. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a Scotia credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Herbert. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Yeah.
Into no coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know it's a team they will celebrate, but I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.
A give. This is Chubb.
Oh,
He
shit,
was
boys.
diving to get as much as he can, following a big gain. A nice little cherry on top there at the end. 60 yards rushing for him now, and what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
And having built that kind of a league, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running football.
Yeah, you're talking about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Well, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out, had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And they'll try and burn some clock with a sneak. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
And give him this good solid gain there in the sneak because it all comes together. Enough space, get forward, gain yardage. Well done.
It's the end of the game.
Now here's a sneak, maybe looking to run a little time.
Yeah.
And the tackle makes
That's
it
over
13. He is
28 to
short
nothing.
first.
Yeah.
Only a yard on the sneak. He needed more than that. 4th down. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
But the absolute pitch is shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you got...
There we go, man. All right. Yep. All right. A little bit. Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. All right. Advance to next week. Ah. All right, well. All right, another advance to next week. All right. So, well, there we go. Till next time. Right now, I got to get ready to go to work. I'm going to save it here. Next time, we be facing the Saints. New England Saints next time. Subscribe for more smoke videos creeping up on your YouTube screen.